How's it going, everybody? Thanksgiving week is officially underway, and yeah, it's been a crazy one this past week, but very thankful that it's everything went pretty well, and hopefully we'll just have a nice conversation tonight. Also, watching the 49ers and Packers. Packers are losing, so we can be thankful for that as well. And yeah, if you guys have any questions for me, go ahead and put them in the comments. I don't have a, I mean, I could talk about a lot of different stuff tonight, I guess, but I don't have anything super specific. So I'd be more than welcoming to any suggestions that you have of things to talk about, anything that you want to go through. But I just think it'd be good if we talked about things that we're thankful for, or things that you're thankful for, especially in the borough of Kittanning, or wherever you are. If you're not in Kittanning, you're across the country somewhere, then what are you thankful for where you're at? Or what changes are you thankful for in our nation? Maybe would be a good question. Or sorry, I'm trying to pull up my stuff here. There we go. But yeah, always thankful for things like family and the blessings that we have in the job. Thankful to be in the awesome church that we have. Thankful for what God has done in my life through salvation in Jesus. I mean, just so many great things to be thankful for. And then little things like recently we had the light up night this week, and it went extraordinarily well. Uh, we had the uh, tonight we had a Thanksgiving service, which I meant to announce in church today and totally forgot amongst all the other craziness at church today. But we had a Thanksgiving service with a bunch of different churches combined. It's not like a huge service or anything like that. It's actually very small, but it was nice, and we were at the Lutheran church, and I got to preach for that, so it was fun, and just didn't want to embarrass myself in front of the other pastors across town. So, but it was nice, and very traditional service, and it kind of took me back to growing up Catholic, and more of what the service was like there. Very very structured and very ordered, but still it was very full of the word, full of hymnal worship, and it was a nice time. It was interesting too. I took my oldest daughter wanted to come, and she's never even seen a hymnal in her life, and so it was just kind of interesting to see her in that kind of environment. But she did really great, and it was fun. Sorry, YouTube's telling me there are super stickers now. Your fans can buy fun, colorful images to express themselves during live streams. And I will earn money if you buy some super stickers. So there's that for you. Caden first in the house tonight, then Todd, then Big Dog Bro. Kevin is fourth. Fourth, Kevin. Uh, Todd thought he was first, but was not. Meatloaf said, "Give yourself head pats. You did good." What did I do good at, Meatloaf? I'm curious. Caden is back. Good to have you, man. Gene says, "Hello, Pastor Andy. How are you? I am thankful because Kittanning is the greatest city in the world." I mean, totally thankful for that, right? I mean, we need to be thankful for the city that we live in, for the progress that we're seeing. I don't know if you saw the video last week with, or I think it was right at the beginning of this week, actually. Kevin and I went out and did our first survey of the first, probably about 40% of the houses. And we had seen almost an 8% improvement in the borough just going through 40% of the properties. So we should be somewhere in the neighborhood of 14, 15% by the time that we're done, which is it's incredible for a 1 year change in the borough. That's pretty amazing. And so if we can do that, consistently, if we can create a 5% change as a church, and Habitat creates a 5% change, we're going to see the other homeowners and the other landlords start to fix up their houses because it's going to be worthwhile for them to do so. And so, it's going to be really great to see that, that kind of stuff come across and continue to, see those improvements. You think if there's a 15% improvement for 3 years in a row, that'll mean that 45% of the houses that need work will be gone, will be completed in 3 years, and in 6 years from now, the problem will be basically non-existent. We won't have any issues whatsoever. Kevin actually bought a super sticker. I was totally joking, Kevin, but thank you, man. I actually kind of love it. Let's see here. Where was I at? Oh, Meatloaf says, I don't like sandwich cheese because I had a really bad piece one time. What is sandwich cheese? Like Kraft Singles? Is that sandwich cheese? Todd said I even hesitated to. Kevin says, I'm thankful that most of the community is religious and not heathens. I'm grateful we're not like California. I mean, that's pretty good. That's accurate as well. Also glad that we don't live in that state of affairs, but we still have our issues for sure, and but I'm just so thankful as well. It's like even the people that have issues are they're still nice, and it's still like I've never met anyone that I couldn't get along with. There's a couple people that don't like me lately, but and even those people, I still love them, and I still want to help them any way that I can and alleviate their concerns about different things. So it's yeah, I same, Kevin, same. Sorry, I'm watching football at the same time here. The Packers are driving, so we need to stop 49ers. Caden says, I saw you on the float. Very cool, man. I was gonna say something, but you were filming. Well, you should have said something. That's when I want people to say something. So next time you see me, yell at me, man. I'd be more than happy to get you in the video. I had so many people talk to me throughout the night, saying about how they like the videos. So I guess I'll keep doing them. Rugby is so weird. Yeah, rugby is a little weird. I don't understand it myself, to be perfectly honest with you. Tim's in the house. Good to have you, Tim. Meatloaf says, what did I do good, Ash? Just give yourself the pats. Okay. Feel better. What else here? Okay, Meatloaf says the cheese in the pack, and those are in the wrappers. Yeah, okay. How did you have a bad one? There's like that cheese is made for the apocalypse. It's not even real cheese. It's just like it says like I don't even know what it says, imitation cheese product or something like that. I didn't think that stuff could possibly go bad. Kevin says we have the nicest jerks you could ever meet. It's so accurate. The only people that I really that don't seem to like me are people that they want good things in the community as well, but they disagree on how to make it happen. And like that's the kind of person I can totally get along with because I'm not married to most of the ideas that I have. I mean, I don't compromise on the gospel or anything like that, but other than that, I mean, I'll compromise on what color we paint a house or should we do metal roofs or shingles. I mean, all that stuff I don't care at all. I'm more than willing to work with anybody on how do we make the city a better place to live. My thing is I just want to get stuff done. I don't want to just sit around and talk about it all the time. I want to do something. So I'm more than willing to compromise on things that just aren't that important. If it's a new paint job, it's a new paint job. It's going to look exceedingly better whether it's white or blue. So, um, but there are people who take a lot of that stuff very, very seriously, and they want their way, and they don't want anyone else to have a say in it or have a differing opinion, and they're offended if you do. And I'm not all about that. But that being said, I still like the heart that they want to see the city be a better place. So. Let's see here. Kevin says rugby is like football, but for men. Tim says Kittanning looks great, all lit up for the holidays. Great video. Yeah, it does. I mean, there's so many more people that are participating in the window decorating contest. That was super fun, and I got to put all those windows in the video this year. And I don't know if you saw like my lower thirds, like the editing production value of the videos is gets a little better every time. I really need a new camera though. One of these days, I think. I want an iPhone 11, like pretty bad. Like I really want it. So I may go for that sometime in the next 6 months or so, and then I think you'll see my production value go up because the camera is significantly better on that phone than pretty much anything else on the market right now. So um, definitely want to upgrade that. But other than that, the editing software that I have it's very good. So um, I've been glad that I can like do more stuff like that because I never would have tried to tackle something like that even 6 months ago before I switched over software. So super fun. I'm glad you enjoy it, Tim, from afar, and hopefully you'll be at a light up night in the near future with us. Ray says, tribulation is about to happen. Compromise on the simple stuff. Yes, absolutely. Always willing to compromise on the easy stuff. Keep your principles in line, but everything else is negotiable for me. Kevin says, there's nothing wrong with people having differing opinions. We don't mind them being wrong. I mean, that's totally accurate. I'm very satisfied for them to be wrong as long as I know it and they know it, and we can still go with what they want to do. They can be wrong all day, and we can still get along. It doesn't have to affect our relationship. Meatloaf said, I heard someone say that. Gosh, I have to proofread your comments before I even start them. Heard someone say their grandma spanked them and later fell on the stairs, but instead of helping their grandma, they said, try to spank me now. Oh my goodness. Todd says, where's the wifey? She's in the other room. Sunday nights have kind of become her homeschool preparation nights, so normally she's in there. Although she has no desire to be on the live stream lately. Maybe I can convince her one of these days, but it's always super fun when she does the videos. She just doesn't get into it all that often. But like I love watching our anniversary videos and doing interviews with her. I think it's hilarious, and it's fun for me to look back on because I don't know, I just really like that stuff. So Josiah says, on a scale of 1 to 9, how sad, disappointed, or angry are you that your window didn't win? You know, I'm not super angry. Honestly, I try to play it up in the videos because I want people to want to win. Like I want them to be proud of like a job well done. And so I truly believe that our window is like far and away the best one. But I'm not bitter about it. I'm kind of glad that someone else won because now I can like needle them next year and say, hey, we're taking your trophy, blah blah blah, and that we're coming after you, and you're not going to win again this year, and we're gonna go after it again next year, hopefully pretty hard, and we'll try to win. But the spirit of competition, if we can just raise the bar, then everyone else has the sea has to rise with us if they're gonna compete. And so it's just going to make everything more beautiful around the city. So that's more what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about the trophy or winning or anything like that, although I do like to win and I am pretty competitive. But that being said, that's not what's ultimately important. So I'm not angry. I'm not sad. I'm not really disappointed at all. So I guess it would be a 1 to answer your question. Let's see. Tyler says, you could buy an actual camera instead of an iPhone 11. I could. What I don't like about the fact that if I buy an actual camera, and I could, I mean, I can definitely, I'm in a position I could go buy whatever I wanted to. Like if I want to buy a C200 or something, I could do that. The problem is when you take that step, you kind of lose a lot of your anonymity and being able to go into public places and film and do different things that I do. It's a lot easier for me to walk around Walmart with a cell phone on a little selfie stick than it is to go in with a full frame DSLR or something crazy. Now it would make make my videos, you know, definitely way better. But I'm happy with the incremental increase in the phones. I do like that you can get some bokeh on the iPhone now as well, and it's great in low light, which is a huge difference maker. And it has some digital stabilization with it too, like a lot of the new GoPros and that kind of stuff. So you can, I wouldn't need the gimbal like I use. I could literally just use a selfie stick, and it would just continue to improve. Kevin says, I say get the iPhone and make the kids fight for who goes to college. Already had this discussion. I can't send my kid to college. I have too many of them now. Like, they're going to have to fend for themselves. I did tell my wife, though, I'd much rather, like, instead of spending 100 grand on college, I want to, like, train my kids to be business owners from, like, the age of, 8 years old. And by the time that they're in high school and graduating, hopefully they'll have a business that they would rather start, and then I can just give them $100,000 to start their business instead of wasting 100 grand on college if they don't need it. Now, if they need college and they want to go for it. Like if they're going to be a doctor or a lawyer or something. But if they want to just do something they're passionate about, and they can do it as a owner operator, then I'd rather just pay for them to start a business and they can roll. So yeah, I'm not planning for college, and I'm like, it's not even on my radar. I'm not planning for it now, and I'm not planning to plan for it. So college is out already. Let's see here. Kevin says, you should do one of those challenges in your next video. Let the viewers hit like to see Elizabeth in the next live stream. 500 likes and she has to wear a fake mustache or something. Elizabeth, are you okay with that? She said, yeah, we'll see. So just go ahead and start hitting the like button now, and we'll just prepare for it. We'll practice for it, and maybe she'll join us next week. Todd says, got to get at least a hi from her tonight. Her fans need it. Elizabeth, they need it. Come and say hi. At the very least. Josiah says, do you use food apps like McDonald's or Wendy's to get the deals? If not, I so recommend it. I do not use the food apps. I never have. Maybe I should try it out. I have used the Sheets one because I get the emails and they have different deals. And I finally downloaded the Sheets app. It's pretty cool and it works well. It was kind of crazy actually. Like I ordered this, I think it was must have been cold brew coffee when it first came out, and I went in, ordered it off the app, and I went in, and it just like you go right to the register. You don't have to pick it up. And they went back and got my order and brought it right up to me while I was sitting there at the register, and it was really slick. But yep. I guess I could hit the like button. I could be one of them. Let's see. Melissa's in the house. Long time no see, Melissa. Jean says, Tina worked very hard on the window. She did a good job. Yeah, she did a great job. She's super talented. She's a really great artist, and Yeah, she's way more disappointed than I am, but I think she's already over it. She'll be okay. Yes, Meatloaf, that would be really mean, of course. Josiah says, "Dude, you need some Jesus." You're totally right, man. Always need more of Jesus, 100%. So I couldn't agree with you more. Let's see here. Kevin says trade schools are better. No, you have not told me that story. Uh, Tyler says, I have a closet in my house that locks on the outside. I like to put my brother in it. You guys are terrible. Todd's watching the likes go up, evidently. Chris says, I tackled my brother's door because their friend was behind it, and now it's off the hinges, so can't lock them in there. Not good. Not good at all. Story after, for sure. Kevin just put Todd in a timeout. Classic. Kevin says, "Do you have any chickens that are smarter or dumber than others?" That's an interesting topic. Um, so I think yes. Our main rooster is much smarter than the other two roosters. The other two are just like, um, I don't know. They just go after the hens all the time, and yeah, they're not very smart about the way that they operate. But you could tell the main rooster, he's always watching. He's always kind of calculating his next move. He's making sure that I'm not going after any of the chickens. Like he does a really good job, but the other two are not very smart. And then we have some of the babies as well. Some of them just blindly run away, but there's other ones that you can tell, like the way that they watch you, like they'll eat and they know that I'm not there to harm them. And so they still don't want me to pick them up or anything like that. But yeah, there's definitely differences between them. And so ultimately, when I eat two roosters, it's pretty easy which two I'm gonna eat. By the way, so I mean, if that's where you're going with it, then yeah, that is how I will make my decisions. Josiah says you should never use the Lord's name in vain. It's one of the 10 Commandments. Instead of using his, use yours. Okay. Did I say the Lord's name in vain on here? I don't think that I did. Normally pretty careful about that kind of stuff. Tyler says, Andrew, can you allow my other account back on the live streams? Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Um, Let me look real quick. Bear with me here. Since you asked really nicely, I mean, I'll try to do it if I can. I just don't know how. I think I have to go into the old YouTube studio to see my band people here. Community. I don't know how to do this. I might have to try to do it later. Oh yeah, hidden users. Here it is. All right, Tyler. I'm gonna let you back in. You should be able to do it now. Go try it out. There's been a lot of people that I've banned. 15, or no, not that many. 9, 11 people. 11 people are banned, and 2 moderators. That's pretty cool. And lots of blocked words as well. I have have a lot of blocked words. All right, back to the comments here. What are we at now? 25 minutes already. Oh, uh-oh, I think I forgot to save that. That may not work yet, Tyler. Bear with me. Let me do it one more time. All right, save. Okay. Try it again, my man. Although definitely we'll flat out ban you again if we have to. So. Okay. Let's see here. Sorry, I gotta sit up. My foot's falling asleep. Okay. Let's see. Melissa, you have court tomorrow. Hopefully you get some answers on that this time around. Let's see. Meatloaf says, gave my brothers toilet water because they were taking being... I don't know what you're saying. And they both drank it. Yeah, I've seen like a commercial like that too, where the little girl is always bringing her dad like a little cup of water, and he always drinks it because he thinks it's really cute and all this stuff. And then like he follows her the one day back and finds out she's getting the water out of the toilet. It's really funny actually, so you should go check it out. Josiah says Armstrong School starts way too early. I actually agree with you. It's very early. Whenever I go teach there, it's like it's a very early day for me. Although I guess I do get up. I get up earlier now than I used to, so it's not as bad. Let's see. Swan says, think I'm being ghosted, which is fine, but going to take me quite a while to figure out why. Like you're being ghosted in a relationship? I don't... Is that, that's not good. I mean, that's never fun. Always a bad thing to do that. Tim says, how would it come out if you did a drone flight from the bridge up Market Street toward the courthouse at night when the Christmas lights are all lit up? It would probably work well if I had a proper drone for that. The problem with the Mavic Air is it doesn't have a large sensor, and so it doesn't pick up as much light as, say, a Mavic Pro 2 or something like that. But if I had a better drone or a more expensive drone, I could try to pull it off. Although I could just try it with the Air and just see what happens. I could definitely do it. The drone's no problem to fly at night. It's harder to see, obviously, but in some ways it's easier because you can see the little lights blinking on it, and it's a white drone, so when it's high up in the air, it's almost impossible to see if you don't know exactly where it's at. Josiah says, boomers and technology is like oil and water. Hopefully you're not referring to me. I'm far from a boomer, by the way. I'm a millennial. Even we have the bad rap on us. I am firmly in the millennial camp. Let's see here. True Story says, if you could go on vacation for winter, where would you and Elizabeth go? That's a great question. We would probably go to, I don't know, probably somewhere in the southern United States. We were actually thinking about doing that here last week, but we decided to stay home at the last minute instead. And That was great too. Actually, it was really nice to stay at home and just get stuff done. And then we spent a day in Pittsburgh, which I still have to edit the video and send it out to the YouTubes tomorrow or Tuesday probably. I don't know if I'll get it done tonight. I'm just really tired. But we might go to like North Carolina, something like that. I'd love to actually go to like Georgia, Alabama, that whole like Gulf Coast, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. I'd love to just drive through there and take a few weeks if I could. But yeah. Todd's back from his timeout. I think it's hilarious that you got a timeout. Another place I'd like to go. I mean, I love South America. I'd love to go anywhere where they speak Spanish, just to practice my Spanish. And I've been to Peru. I want to say 3 or 4 times, but I've never gotten to go to Machu Picchu yet. So I'd love to go to Peru and go to Machu Picchu. That's like definitely on my bucket list. Where else would I go, given the option? I mean, Southern Hemisphere, anywhere would be great, right? In the wintertime. So I'd love to visit. Well, the Mediterranean, I guess, is definitely on my bucket list as well. I'd love to go to like Italy, Greece, Cyprus, Israel, that whole area. Spain, France, Italy. I said Italy already, I think. But that whole southern area, and then I'd love to do a separate like Nordic and English European tour. So go through like um, Great Britain, the Netherlands, Germany, Austria, Hungary, Norway, Sweden, all those nations there as well. So I mean, I don't know. I got a lot of places I want to go, but I'm pretty much content going anywhere. I like to go explore and try new things, try new restaurants for the most part. Let's see here. Tim said, you gave your kids some great memories with the downtown lights and parade and Build-A-Bear. Absolutely. And it's really fun, actually. After I finished the video yesterday, we went back as a family and we watched all the other two light up night videos that I've done, and it was really cool to see the progression in the years, because it's kind of like the first year was just Joey and Abby and I. We were the only ones that went because Malachi he was about a month old at that point, so he wasn't prepared to go out into the cold. So that one is actually still maybe my favorite one as far as from an editing perspective. But it's just so awesome to have those home movies on YouTube readily available and to be able to go back and pull them up at a moment's notice. It's amazing the time that we live in right now. If you have kids or grandkids, I would just say do whatever you have to do to like save those memories. Is that I'm just fascinated by this idea that, 3 generations from now, like it could be the year 2100 and I'm going to be long dead, and people are going to be able to go back, like my great great grandkids, and watch my life, or at least a portion of it, for as long as I do this. And, hopefully they'll be encouraged by it. So yeah. Tim says, didn't know how well the Maverick records at night. Yeah, I mean it's possible, and maybe I could grab it at like dusk. So if I could get it like right after the lights kick on, and then go from the bridge and do one continuous shot up Market Street and to the courthouse, because the courthouse looks beautiful as well. They have a massive wreath on there, all kinds of lights and all the ribbons and stuff. It's great. Josiah says, you boomers get so defensive when we zoomers call you boomers. Oh, man. I mean, I love the name Zoomers. We were talking about that the other night, and I said we should call it Generation Dopamine, because, like, the kids are being raised on phones and tablets. Generation Z is, and so they're, like, always getting these dopamine hits in their brain and so they're having even more issues with addiction as far as depression, anxiety, all that kind of stuff. So that was my name was Generation Dopamine. We'll see if that sticks or not. But I got to put it out there at least. Maybe you guys can spread it around. Kevin says, we need more long shots with the drone. They're usually facing down or at steep angles. I want to see it perpendicular, looking out over the city and moving forwards to see all the action in the city. Perpendicular. Yeah. Okay. Now, Kevin, this last one, because my drone shots are normally longer, but I edit my videos really fast, so I normally do fast cuts. But for drones, I do want to like take it in more. So what I did this last time, I actually ripped several drone shots for Instagram and Facebook. Let me just show you on my phone. So I have this other, I'm almost out of battery here. I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about. Maybe. Where is it? Must just be in here. There's one specific one I wanted to show you. Now I can't find it. Very disappointing. All right, let me try one more time. Nope. I don't know where that went. That's upsetting. So anyway, it'd be like this shot. Sorry, you can see the football game in between. But I just left the shot and left it long. And so it's maybe, it'd be maybe a minute long of like the same shot. And so you kind of get the movement of everything in that way. So I'm planning on using those more in Instagram and Facebook to kind of give people an idea of what I actually do for those shots, because I think it looks significantly different when you get the whole image. There was one that I wanted to show you. I have to try to pull it up on the computer here. It was the one right before the school one. Yeah. Yeah, here it is. So I got this shot. It's like, it's maybe my favorite shot that I've ever done. Or one of my favorites. There's one of the Kittanning Bridge that I like better, but it's like coming over the bridge and just you get the full shot of it with the cars going by. It's really awesome. So I'm trying to do more stuff like that and kind of give people more of a behind the scenes of what I do and use that, just kind of reuse the content for Instagram and Facebook, because it does really well on there. The last 2 drone videos I put on Facebook have been over 10,000 views each. The one did almost 20,000 impressions, and almost all that was organic. So people are really love to watch that kind of stuff. And I can see why. I mean, it's beautiful, and we have a beautiful city. And now that I can color grade as well, I can like really make the colors pop and make it look even better than it does normally. Judy says, I worked hard on our float even though it got ruined from the wind and rain the night before. So sad no one got a picture of it. I think AJ had a couple pictures before. I'm not sure though. I want to check with him. Calcutta, yeah, that would be interesting. Tyler, would I get banned if I made a racist joke? Yes, you would. Josiah wants to know, when is the merch coming? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's a market for it, really. I would love to like come out with a Kittanning brand of clothing. I think that would be really cool. I do think there'd be maybe a market for that. Kevin says Light Up Night seemed very crowded last night. It was pretty crowded. I felt like there was maybe some more people here than the last couple years. Yeah, no racist content, please. Let's see. Trust me, he won't get hurt. I've tried. Man is unbreakable. Thank you. Thank you, Meatloaf. I appreciate that. You guys are too much sometimes. True Story says, do you believe Machu Picchu is a portal to another spiritual dimension? Have you ever visited Cusco in Peru? A lot of crazy stuff there. I have not visited there, and I don't necessarily believe that about Machu Picchu, but I don't know. It'd be interesting. Kevin says, I don't have Instagram. um, well, they'll be on Facebook. I cross post all my Instagram posts onto Facebook, Kevin. So don't worry, you'll see them on Facebook. I told my wife this. Have you guys? I don't know if you've ever heard it's Four Seasons by Dvorak. It's a famous classical music piece, and it kind of goes through the music, follows the different seasons. Spring, summer, winter, and fall, and they all have different music that goes behind them. I was thinking about stealing that song, and then I would use it and put Kittanning drone footage over it, and just make it'd be like a 45-minute drone footage of Kittanning through all four seasons, and I think it'd be amazing, and I think I'll have enough drone footage by the end of winter, as long as I can get some great snow shots of Kittanning. I should have enough drone footage to cover that much time, and I think it would be I think it would just be a really cool video. It's like kind of a dream of mine. Even if I don't do that, though, I have different music selections where I could do 3 minutes of each, and I have winter songs, spring songs, summer songs, and fall songs. So maybe I will maybe I'll be able to do it that way, and then it would still be legal for me to use the music. But I'll probably do that someday, Kevin, when I get bored. Tyler says, can you make me a moderator? No, I cannot. I can't do that. Let's see here. Kevin says, yeah, just like that with a slow crawl forward, almost like a time-lapse wide angle. Yeah, I can definitely do that. And that's actually how all the drone shots are. They're all slow. Normally, I'm speeding them up between 300 and 800%. So I'm doing them much, much faster than they are in real life. The drone goes about 25 miles an hour with like its normal speed. But in the air, 25 miles an hour is actually, it looks very, very slow. Even though it's going pretty fast, it looks really slow. True Story says Malachi is Generation Alpha. The Gen Z Alpha as in starting over. Starting over what? Beginning of what? Yeah, it is interesting. Like all the songs of like Age of Aquarius and stuff that was around in the 70s, and how we're entering this new age, and people talk about the New World Order, and you can really go deep into that stuff. True Story. It's the rabbit hole is as deep as you want to go. My mom is real into all that stuff, and that's nothing against it at all. I just don't really have time for it, and I don't see going into all that stuff. I never see how it applies to my daily life. So I'm like, I just want to go and help someone else today, and if I can do that much, then I'm happy. Everything else can kind of just go by the wayside. Tim says, gosh, where are we at here? So many comments, you guys. It's awesome. Tim says, I'm thinking of getting a new Mavic Mini. Looks like a good starter drone. Yeah, it does. It looks really great. I think it's actually a pretty similar camera to the Mavic Air for like less than half the price. I mean, you're not going to be able to take it in high winds. It's probably going to be blown around pretty good. With that being said, for a starter drone, I mean, if I hadn't bought mine already, I would probably buy it, because I think the footage that I've seen people getting out of it still looks decent. I don't think it looks quite as good as the Mavic Air. It's definitely not as good as like the Mavic Pro, but you get in the Mavic Pros, you're looking at like $2,200 or something like that. I mean, it's crazy. I spent $1,000 on mine, and I feel like I'm crazy. Like it's ridiculous what I paid for a toy. Let's see here. Todd says, just do backflips with the drone, go big or go home. It actually doesn't even move on that axis. It's not even possible. Tim's from Generation O, Generation Old. Kevin says, remember to check out Silence. When I heard the Halls talking today, it made me think of that movie again and the importance of proper missionary work. Absolutely. I'm going to check that out soon, Kevin. Very soon. Tim said, your Christmas video reminded me of downtown at Christmas in the 50s. Thanks. I can't remember last week, but I remember Kittanning back then. That's awesome. Tyler says, can't wait until Mr. Gromley's class next semester. Are you in Mr. Gromley's class next semester? That means I'm going to see you in like March or April. Oh, gosh. Arthur's in the house. Arthur, I've never seen your name on here. Says, I love your channel. That's awesome, Arthur. Thank you for being here tonight. Very good stuff. Todd says, Andrew, do you believe in ghosts? Not really. I really don't. I believe in spirits. Okay, I do believe in that. I believe that there's evil spirits, and then there's actually some precedents in the Bible for, the existence of a not evil spirit, a good spirit, so to speak. And so, I do definitely believe in that. Obviously, Holy Spirit, I believe in as well. But I don't really believe in ghosts as far as like the movies believe in ghosts, or that, a ghost is haunting my house or something. I do believe that evil spirits can inhabit a house or can, be in a person. I definitely believe that stuff. So I don't know. Hopefully that answers your question. I don't know. Let's see here. Sorry, y'all are having a conversation here. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, I'm caught up on comments. It's been 48 minutes. I'm going to bounce off of here, you guys. The Packers are losing by 20. I mean, it's like the world's in a good place right now. Super thankful for all of you. Super thankful for our city and all the great stuff happening in it. And yeah, see you guys next Sunday evening, 9 o'clock, like every other Sunday evening. But it's been fun, and we'll just talk to you guys real soon. Be watching out. I got 2 videos already in the hopper. One for the art museum in Pittsburgh, our trip as a family there. It was really fun. And then number 2 video is about Vandergrift, specifically Iani's Pizza in Vandergrift. So yeah, check those out. Be coming at you very, very soon. Love y'all. Have a wonderful day. Have a happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you between now and then. And yeah, I already said, see you next Sunday night.